Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Darkest Dungeon. I am on a roll this evening, and I realize I may be a little bit contradictory in the good morning and this evening thing, but just trust me on this. It all makes sense. I cannot stop playing. I am having a great time, and we're going to dive right into our next mission here. We're going to go in with a couple of level 0 heroes because I should be able to unlock the next mission in the Cove without too much difficulty, and I absolutely positively cannot have level 0 characters fighting a boss. So we're going to go in and get these level 0 characters their first level of resolve. And we are taking Mobek, whose stress is very high, because we can't afford to take Bonvillet, they will level up, and we cannot afford to take J Prime because neither the Vestal nor the Crusader will fight alongside them. So, this is a battle in the Weald. It is a short mission, which is perfect for a low-level character. And we have 2 of those, and we're going to take 1 key, we're going to take 8 food, we're going to take 8 torches, we're going to actually take a little bit more food, and we do have healing, but not a ton, and we're going to take some anti-venom as well. Maybe 1 medicinal herbs. Alright, I like that, and here we go. I'm hoping for a decent performance here, get back the money that we invested, and then we can afford to upgrade these units when we take them into a more serious mission. I may need to go on another low-level mission in effort. We're gonna have to fiddle around. We're gonna kind of dance around. Hopefully, I won't have to use these units again until we face the boss. If possible, if I could get these level 0 characters up to level 2, that'd be great, but unless I increase my roster, it's almost impossible. Alright, well, I guess the spirits command her to do this. You charming individual. Alright. We do have a bleed out there. She's got dazzling light. Let's go ahead and stun the stress guy. We can use Hound's Harry to start to do nothing. To do absolutely nothing. Wicked Hack or Breakthrough. Or Barbaric Yup. Or if it bleeds. Let's do if it bleeds. Let's kill the unit in the back. 2 damage bleed. It has 3 hit points. It will live. That's unfortunate. This is the worst. I've done it again. I've left all of these units at just barely dying. So they all get an extra attack on our team. And it's just bad. I guess let's Dazzling Light that dog to kill it.
Give them no quarter.
And then we can Hound's Rush to hopefully kill the other dog. And we did so successfully. The Cultist Acolyte is going to bleed to death, but no one in this team really can do anything effective right now. We'll yop, but it's going to kill him. Oh, it doesn't do damage. Alright. Can anyone... we do have Inspiring Cry. So you might as well get a little bit of healing out of it.
Death by inches.
And we do have a little bit... What do we got here? 1 bleed for 1 round? Nah, it's not worth bandaging. And we... Let's go ahead and dig into the old tree. There was treasure, including a key. So if we find a treasure chest, we'll be able to make use of that. Nothing in this room. This is a room battles mission, so Our goal here is to fight the room battles, which apparently are all later on. What's in the box? Some heirlooms. Keep our torch up because stress is already a problem for this team. I didn't bring any. I didn't bring any shovels. All right, he resisted the disease. Thank goodness. Yeah, I just realized I didn't bring any shovels. That could be bad, especially with someone having as much stress as they do. Hound's Harry is okay. So Hound's Harry is a terrible idea. It does less, like it does very little damage, but it applies a bleed to everything. And 2 skeletons are not going to be bled. But I don't even think the ghost probably cannot be bled either, or the ectoplasm. It can be, but it's not a high chance. Let's break through.
Continue the onslaught.
And then I think we can successfully eliminate both of these units if our Crusader doesn't screw up.
As the fiend falls,
And he did not.
faint hope blossoms.
We didn't get much out of it, but it still was a positive outcome. Torch went down a little bit more than I expected as we went into this room, but not a problem. Hunger, wow, alright. Again, the fact that I forgot torches is going to be real. It's really gonna... Oh no, she's gonna steal... Aww. That's not insignificant money. You... Fine young lady. 80%, 80%, 50%, 70%. Let's have the Houndmaster disarm it, just in case he fucks up. Now, by the same token, I probably should have maybe considered having Mobek do that, so that if she succeeded, she would have gotten the stress relief. But I was more concerned about a failure. And we have barriers in the next 2 rooms. We're screwed. Mobek's going to have her resolve tested because I forgot shovels. Come on, shovel in this bag. There is not a shovel in this bag. I don't know if you noticed, but there is not a shovel in this bag.
Yourself, a victim to this corruption, malformed with misintent.
94. Okay, if she gets a crit, we could maybe recover, not go crazy. We will use Hound's Harry. These guys should be vulnerable to bleeds. And then we will break through. Come on, crit.
Confidence surges.
But a
as the
triple
enemy
kill
crumbles.
does give an improvement.
As victories mount,
And it
so
occurs to
too
me,
will
again, like,
resistance.
I've got the minus damage and minus dodge from doing the rush, but I can use medicinal herbs to assist in that process if I'm going to be playing with characters who debuff themselves when they attack. Alright, our first room battle, we surprise them, which is great. We're going to Hound's Harry. There's 4 of them. It's worth the chance to apply the bleed to that many units. We only got it on 2, which stinks. Smite. We could kill one of these. We did not. Divine Comfort. Stun maybe? What's the stun resist here? 25%? Yeah, let's stun the fungal guy. It'll probably save us more healing than she can do. If we do a breakthrough, we should... Oh, we might not actually get a kill. So, because her damage is already debuffed. For one more round, not worth using. Alright, we're going to use Wicked Hack. This will guarantee a kill. And then they get to retaliate. They're going to mark Sealy, which is nice. Oh, they're going to mark her as well. Well, darn. Now she has another debuff. This is a minus damage, minus dodge. Hound's Harry still seems like the right call. It's not a huge bleed, I realize. Maybe we should just try straight damage. 3 to 6 with the bleed. I feel like Hound Masters are better at higher levels. Like right now he feels a little bit weak. But I mean, I guess he's level 0. A Wicked Hack here will do 17, or not a lot. She's debuffed for 2 more rounds. Let's go ahead and just use the herbs, cleanse it, so she can do her maximum damage. And we'll start working on that zombie. Rain of Blight in the back row. We do have Blight tools, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and cleanse her Blight. And I think we're going to Divine Comfort. Divine Grace? We're going to Divine Grace the Hound Master. And we got some more Blight coming in. What? They both got tapeworms? And blighted? That sucks. Hound's Harry seems like the right option because it's going to get a kill on the Fungal Scratcher. We will cleanse her Blight again, and we'll focus on Divine Comfort to kind of keep the healing spread out. If it bleeds, so that we can reach the 3rd row. These guys are quite resistant to my particular set of skills here. And Mobek is hanging on with her with her very high stress at the moment. Hopefully she'll get a crit or something, and it will allow her... Escape Cloud, yikes. Well, at least she was not intimidated by that crit. With any luck, maybe she'll get a crit and kill both these units, get a little bit of stress reduction.
Foolish horrors, brought low and
All right.
driven into the mud.
Our final scouting tells us that we do have a fight in the last room, but I mean, that much was obvious. Everyone's blighted. There's nothing we can do about it. We should not eat, because if we do, we could get extra stress. And we're already... her resolve is going to be tested by this. There's nothing I can do about it.
You must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
And she becomes abusive, which is going to raise everyone else's stress as well. So, this stinks. We do have one more combat prior to the final room battle. It's not a terrible one, and we surprised them, so we should be able to wipe them out. We're gonna... So the good news and the bad news here. Dodged. Alright. But then, of course, yeah, he went. And Zealous Accusation. If I stun it, I can heal. Not if I do enough damage to kill it.
At least promises success.
Alright, it would have been nice to be able to have a round of healing. We don't have a combat in this room, but... what? I'm sorry, what? So she refused to move in combat. Alright, well, we're not going to mess with that. We do have a trap here. Again, we'll have the Hound Master do it. She's already abuses, so it doesn't matter. Go back up to full light.
The path is clear.
And deal with our last room here.
The strength to follow.
There's a tent. Did I have something terrible happen to me the last time I went into a tent? The bleed is not cool. We do have some bandages though, so... What? Oh, she is going to hit death's door here if I'm not careful. Let's do breakthrough. That does a lot of damage right off the bat. These guys are at 2 hit points. Hound's Harry it killed them straight out. I figured the bleed would take care of them, but either way, it works out. We'll bandage up that bleed, and then we will Divine Comfort. I probably maybe should have considered doing a big heal on her. Guaranteed kill on the second unit, but I'm gonna take a risk and hope we can get, you know, just a slightly better roll, and we did. I have no idea if the other unit would have gotten to go or not.
Masterfully.
Oh yeah, now you crit and get rid of extra stress.
Success. So
Well, let's look in the tent. You're already crazy, so you might as well go in there. Nothing useful in the tent. Alright, out we go. A short mission.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle.
Not a great mission, to be honest. We did get those units up to tier 1, so they'll be able to be useful when we face a boss, but they also picked up viruses or diseases and a considerable amount of stress, so we've got to deal with that before we can use them to fight the boss. So let's take a look at what those do.
The terrible wonders I have come to know.
Let's look at what those diseases are real quick. Tapeworm, 100% food consumed. Yikes. The runs, minus dodge, minus max XP. Right, so we can deal with extra food, but her stress needs to go down, so let's put her there. Her stress also needs to go down. Go ahead and whip yourself. She also has the worries again, which would have been nice to clear, but the stress is more important. It's more pressing matter because I need them to be ready to go as soon as a boss shows up. And that's not going to be at least for a week. We do have another fight in the Cove that's low level. Oh, we have a long... What is this? Oh, it's a hard medium mission. Level 5. I don't want to do that. Shoot. That means if we're going to do something in the Cove, it has to be with low-level characters. And I don't have enough low-level characters that won't hit max level, I think. So, alright, take you out. Back to town. Sealy cannot go on a mission because he'll level up. Bonvalet cannot go on a mission because they will level up. That leaves 4 people who could possibly go on a level 1 mission, and one of them is a priest and another one is an abomination, and 2 of them are currently undergoing stress management. We do have people in here, but... Oh, there we go. Just in the nick of time. So that sucks that I can't save those for raising the blacksmith. It would have been nice to get that last tier of furnace, but by adding additional people, I am able to add this jester, and I don't know, this extra abomination. Abominations, I don't have to consider what their abilities are. They're always the same. Jester doesn't look bad. He's got Harvest and Slice Off, and then Solo and Finale. So I mean that's all right. He can bounce himself between the forward and backward positions, and then if he's in the middle, he can also fight. So that has its advantages. Yeah, that's a team that can go out. That definitely is the case. We can send out 2 abominations, and a jester and a houndmaster on our next mission. And I think that will be on our next episode. This hasn't been an incredibly long. No, I mean 20 minutes. Yeah. Let's quickly run one more mission. It's a 90% of rooms mission. J Prime, Houndmaster, other abomination, and Jester. I guess we put the Houndmaster in the back position and the Jester in the middle position. Alright, this will be interesting. What can... So the downside here is that... What the heck? Solo can be done from anywhere, but Finale can only be done from the front row. And it gives him a huge debuff. So the big problem here is that one of my abominations won't be able to do much in the front row. So we want J Prime to be in the second row, or to be transforming all the time, which may be an option. So maybe we put J Prime in the front row. He transforms every fight. He does have the trinket that will lessen the impact of that. We're gonna bring a couple extra torches, just a full stack of food, a couple of bandages. Again, we don't have a healer, so we should, and I'm not gonna fuck up the shovel thing again. 3 because of the area we're going to, and let's go. Again, we don't have a healer, and that worked out for me a couple episodes ago, but it's not gonna work every time. At least I remembered torches. And this is taking a little bit longer to load than I expected. There we go. All right. Well, we're going to kind of have to backtrack up to that little corner. We did get a little bit of scouting, so there's no trap in this area. Nothing in the crate. Torch will go down below 70 here, so let's light it up into the next area. Nothing in this room. We did get scouting again, which is nice. We do have a trap here, which I think our Houndmaster is probably going to be best at dealing with. 90% versus 70 versus 50 versus 70. I don't understand that, but Houndmaster will be the primary focus here. What's inside the pack? We got a torch and a little bit of money. So we'll use the torch, head into the next room. Perhaps we'll get scouting again, and we did. All right. Very uneventful set of rooms, and I'll be honest, I don't mind, because it still will give my group experience. Without penalty. It's not like they failed to get the resolve because they didn't have any combat. But I mean, I expect we will have combat eventually. Stress already mounting. Jeez, come on, calm down, guys. It's like nothing has happened. Maybe that's why they're stressed out. Like, oh, there's a fight here now. That I didn't expect. All right. We can do Harvest, which will put a bleed on both of these guys. 50% bleed reduction on both of them, though. Or we could Slice Off, just 3 to 5 damage, with a bigger bleed, I think. This does a 3-point bleed, whereas this does a 2-point bleed. Well, I suppose we Harvest, and we hope we get the bleed. Got it on one of the units. How's their blight resistance? 10%, 10%. Beast Bile sounds like the right option there, then. And then... That's a big miss. We're going to transform, which will kind of stress everybody out a bit. But the rage gives us what we need. 10 to 19 damage. Did not get the kill. The lack of a kill is very frustrating. Alright. Our Houndmaster resisted the negative effects. And J Prime, his stress is going up pretty considerably. This rake will help a bit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And then we can stun, maybe? Both of these units are dead next turn no matter what. They're not going to live. So let's Absolution.
Great is the
One goes down.
on its own.
I guess we will target whistle. And I don't know, solo? Slides him into the front.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Alright. We'll just move him back there. No real reason to do what we did, but no reason not to do it either. And we will be lighting a torch here as we head into the next area.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Trap right here at the entrance, but our Houndmaster handles it without a problem. Did we bring any debuff stuff? We did bring one. So let's go ahead and use the medicinal herbs, and we get all sorts of shit out of there, including our medicinal herbs back. So that's valuable. I am just going to use a little, eat the food a little bit. And I have to remember to use my dog treats if we get into like a fight that might be a little bit challenging. We will light a torch, and then we'll bring up the map again. We didn't get scouting. That was partially my fault for not being ready. Something bad could happen, something good could happen. I forget how it works. Let's go ahead and have a J Prime. Check it out. Water is contaminated. He resisted whatever it did to him. I guess we could have used the medicinal herbs on that. That might have been an option. I want to say that I tried that before and it didn't work. Sea maggot. It looks like it's a different color than I'm used to seeing it. I don't know why that is. We're going to go ahead and use Harvest to hopefully get a bleed on the sea maggot. It will be dead in 2 turns as a result. Right? Oh no, 3 turns. Balls. If the maggot doesn't go, it... how do we want to deal with this? Rage. 10 to 19 damage. Is a it's not a guaranteed kill here, but high probability. We got that. And then we can use Beast's Bile. Ah, darn. We're gonna Hound's Harry to hopefully apply a little bit more of a bleed to that sea maggot. So now it's bleeding for 3. It will get 1 brine off, but it will die next turn. And that frees up our abomination to kill this grouper.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And I guess we'll do a solo with... yeah, this ain't great, to be honest, but we'll solo with our Jester, which applies a debuff. Not a great debuff, to be honest. And, we can't reach that unit in the back, can we? Alright, well, we'll Absolution to reduce some stress. And we will Hound's Rush the Shaman in the back, who dodged it.
Slowly, gently.
That corpse going away may be exactly what we were looking for. Finale. Position that Shaman to die. Awesome. We'll go ahead and Absolution. And he's dead. Perfect. J Prime is suffering quite a bit of stress, though. To be expected, that's what abominations do. And overall, I'd say we're doing pretty good. I probably should have lit a torch before coming into this room, because I didn't know if there would be combat or not. We have hunger. We have plenty of food, so it's not an issue. We haven't run into any barricades, so let's crack that open with a shovel. Not the best haul, but still positive progression here. Okay, there's our scouting. And we have regular combat before we get to an empty room. We don't have a barricade, so once again, I think I'll use a shovel to crack this open. And I think it pays off. I think it paid off to bring those shovels, even though we didn't have to cut anything down. There will be a fight here, so let's get our... Whew, okay. Kind of a nasty fight. Definitely time to use our dog treats. I did screw up... I screwed up here a little bit. So let's use solo. Ooh. We can start stacking up Blight, though. Why not?
A powerful blow.
We got a crit out of it, too, so that's 3 damage per round. This abomination could stun. That's a 50% stun resist, so let's instead, let's also cough up some bile here. 5 damage on each of these units every turn. And then we'll Hound's Harry to just keep that going. Because he needs to take at least 6 rounds, or 6 damage every round, to be out of our hair. And that's entirely possible. There we go. So now he's gonna die, not this turn, but next turn. So we don't have to focus any damage on him at all. I did not expect a point-blank shot. We'll use Finale. It's a pretty good hit. And I'm thankful that my whole team dodged that. If we can get a successful stun on the Bloodletter, it will essentially kill itself. Alright, well there we go. It's dead. It'll take... Oh no, it needs 1 more point of damage to undo it. I'm gonna Absolution with J Prime because his stress is so high. And we are gonna Hound's Harry again because I needed to do that 1 extra damage to the Bloodletter anyway.
Maintain the offensive.
The Fusilier is the only thing that remains a problem. This does no damage. It does apply an accuracy debuff, but it slides him all the way to the front. But then that gives my abominations an action they can perform. Alright, nothing we can really do there. We'll stun the back unit, and by stun I mean kill.
Them all.
And that's the end of that. We'll Absolution with J Prime because this unit is going to die. And we'll mark him up again, just to stall.
Monstrous
Off he
size
goes.
has no intrinsic merit, unless
We're gonna
inordinate
slide the Jester
exsanguination
back.
is considered a virtue.
We should probably put the Jester in the middle spot here and have him eat some food. I feel like one of these guys eats more than he should, so we should be a little bit cautious. 8 is not going to be an issue, but...
The match is struck. A blazing
2
star
rounds.
is born.
1 round, 1 round. So this first round, he's going to have negative damage. Let's go ahead and cleanse that. Now I can't remember if there was a fight in this room. There isn't a fight in this room, so I probably should have known that was going to happen. And we do have a barricade in the next room, but we still have 1 remaining shovel, so... and also, I completely forgot to use
mariner,
my damn
another
dog treats. Someone can benefit from this. Do we want it to be J Prime? I think we want it to be J Prime. I'm worried what will go wrong for the Jester. So, alright, that gave him some cleansing. We'll probably transform on this last fight. Go all out, as it were. I see no reason not to harvest. And... J Prime resisted the movement. We will just start with a transformation right off the bat. And I think we will rake. It can't get a kill on either of these units, whereas Rage could. Alright. I didn't get a kill. That stinks. I could stun to probably get a kill, or I could Beast's Bile. Probably the better bet there. They resisted it. That stinks. The dog treats. It has increased the damage of our dog for 3 rounds and their accuracy. So let's Hound's Harry. Now this grouper should kill itself. Not immediately though, so they get an attack, which is, I guess you would say, not ideal. And these other units are now in a position to be cleaved by our abomination, who got shoved into the back. God damn it. We will Hound's Harry again.
Singular strike.
Start stacking up that bleed. I wish the dog treats improved that. This abomination can't do much unless I switch back. Oh man, he's getting savaged. I can charge forward. There is a bonus. Damn it. I'm just gonna transform back. I didn't see the benefit really. Yeah, both of those guys are gonna die on their next turn. I can finale, but I can't reach the unit that matters. So let's just solo. The unit that matters was the only one who wasn't debuffed. Again, I still can't reach it. Come on. We'll absolve with our apprentice abomination. Keep him alive. Our Jester resisted the move. What does the target whistle do? It does lower its protection. I'm basically letting the Jester get this kill here. and we'll have our abominations get their health back and lower their stress a little bit. And then there's a finale that should 100% finish things off.
Seize this momentum.
Not a,
Push on to the task's end.
not the biggest haul I've ever had, but not the worst mission I've ever had either. And, you know, that's probably where we'll end it. This mission has, or this has gone a little bit longer as a result of doing two missions back-to-back. So I thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel to be notified when new episodes are uploaded. You can also follow me on Twitter at itsboats to follow really anything else I might have to say about other random things. Some of which might be offensive, other stuff might be funny, I have no idea. Sometimes I talk about pooping, sometimes I talk about politics. Whatever's on my mind. I will catch you on the next episode. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day.